Say hi to everyone. Hi. Show me your word. Say hi. Hi. Say we're making a cooking video because we want to. Yay. Yeah, cooking's fun, huh? Today, we're going to make a cheeseburger. Yeah, with provolone, mushrooms, and actually the reason I wanted to make this video, a black garlic mayonnaise that we're gonna make from scratch. So it's gonna be really good. I'm gonna roast some Brussels with it. Probably won't cover that here. And make a little cornbread too, but we're gonna mainly talk about the burger and our mayonnaise, show everyone how easy and fun it is to make your own mayonnaise at home. Say see you in a minute. All right, we've got our cornbread and our Brussels in the oven. So I made a little time-lapse Brussels prep video, mainly because I think it looks cool. So besides our cheeseburger with provolone and mushroom, I'm gonna make a quick pickled shallot. The acidity of the quick pickled shallot is gonna go really nice with kind of the richness of the mushroom and the umami flavor that comes from the garlic mayonnaise, which black garlic mayonnaise we're gonna make here in a minute. So we're just gonna pretty thinly slice our shallot, get that into a small container like this. Break it up a little, doesn't need to be perfect. Give it a quick little zhuzh. And hit it with a tiny pinch of salt. Very tiny, just a tiny little bit of sugar. I don't like my pickles too sweet. If you like your pickles sweeter, put more sugar on them. And for this, we're going to use a red wine vinegar. When I can find it. There it is. Just a little bit. Shake it up pretty good. Like that. Toss those around. It'll be good to go. So I'm hang out for the 15 to 20 minutes it takes us to do everything else. Burgers are one of those things where when you're not using a lot of ingredients, you want to make sure the ingredients you are using are good. So we've got our quick pickled shallot there. Get that out of the way. Talk about our mushrooms. My guy, wildly loved mushroom. We're gonna use some blue oyster mushrooms. We're gonna look for big guys like that, so that they'll sit nice on a burger. So I'm just kind of looking. This guy's curled up like that, so all I'll do here is just kind of cut it in half. We'll cut this one in half too. So like kind of eyeballing it here. That's probably good for one burger. And we're not gonna give the baby any mushrooms. He does get a burger, but then we'll just throw that one in there for good luck. Go a little more. One more. Alright, so these are a blue oyster mushroom. I have to. You don't want to keep them big. We're gonna cook everything on the Blackstone tonight too, so really excited to move the camera out there. We got that, and then let's talk about our burger meat. I go to a local butcher. They have this just absolutely awesome house blend. It is chuck and brisket. And for whatever reason, they also don't charge very much for it. It's anywhere from $3.99 to $4.99 a pound. So really excited about that. Get some of this packed up so when I go out to the Blackstone, it's easy to get out there. One of the secrets to making a really good, delicious, and juicy burger is to, besides having good quality beef, is to not overhandle it. So because I am the way that I am, I like to weigh things out. So we're not making smash burgers, though we are gonna smash these burgers. So they'll go on the griddle as like a ball, and then we'll just kind of push them down. So I'm gonna do 2 6-ounce burgers for the grown-ups and a 4-ounce burger for the baby, which might take him more than one session to eat. But you can see how coarse they grind it. That's one of my favorite things about it. And look at that. Incredible. Almost there to 6. Okay. So when we get our 6 ounces of meat, we just want to do barely enough. We'll season it on the griddle. Want to do barely enough. I'm not kidding you. Just enough to get it to stay in a shape. Like it should feel fragile. Like you should be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna break this burger. It's gonna fall apart. That's kind of what you're going for. Not a meatball. Like meatball sausages actually do overwork the meat a little intentionally as part of the technique. But man, for a good juicy burger, these burgers got a ton of fat content too. You really just want to get it just enough, like barely. Nothing goes in here, no need. We're not going to season with anything but salt and pepper. But I mean, we're just touch it as little as possible. If you wanted to get real crazy, you could like dunk your hands in ice water. So those 2 6-ounce burgers for the grown-ups, and then we'll make one here for the baby. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this for him, and then come back in a minute. We're gonna make our black garlic mayo, and then we'll go outside and cook everything. All right, we are gonna make our black garlic mayonnaise. So this is what we need. Black garlic, shockingly, goes into black garlic mayonnaise. It's actually all you need to make black garlic mayonnaise besides the other stuff, but mayonnaise usually has acid, so we're going to use an 8-year aged black rice wine. This is so good. I freaking love this mayonnaise. You need an egg or an egg yolk. We'll probably just use the whole egg. We're going to use 3/4 of a cup of canola oil, our immersion blender, and some Dijon mustard. Even though we're making like a Asian flair here, we still need mustard. It's a nice binder. I looked it up, believe it or not. Kewpie mayonnaise, which is world famous Japanese mayonnaise, world's best mayonnaise. Even it has mustard in it. So I guess even Japanese mayonnaise is French. All right, so we'll start to make this by cracking our egg into our mason jar here. Should be really cool. You'll be able to see this. I got all this stuff out of the way. After we get our egg in, we're gonna get about, I don't know, a good teaspoon of Dijon. Put that in there. That looks good. Throw in a pinch of salt. Throw in a little fresh cracked pepper. We're gonna do about, call it 3 teaspoons of our black rice wine vinegar. And then we're gonna get the oil in last. That's pretty critical. Well, my measuring cup is leaking. I'll get the oil in now. It stops leaking. Be alright with the garlic. What matters is that the oil's on top of the egg. Clean this up a little. I do everything in one take, so you get to see all the weird stuff. I think that measuring cup has like a pinhole in it. It's really old. I think the handle broke off like a really, really long time ago. And so, yeah, it was like leaking a tiny bit of oil. We got this here. You might be asking yourself, what the hell is black garlic? So black garlic is an aged and fermented garlic. We're going to do 4 cloves. You might think it's black, it's aged, it's fermented, it's funky, it's weird. It's actually not funky or weird. It's sweet. It's almost like balsamic. I'm going to go ahead and peel these, get them in there. It's so soft, like you can just eat it by you can just like spread it on toast or whatever you want to do with it. So we'll slice them up just a tiny bit, not make the blender do all the work. There's 2, and then 3. You can see, I don't know if you can see well, get that out of the way, but it's like, how soft it is. So I'm just going to cut this up a little. Blender's not a cure-all for everything. This does not last as long as your store-bought mayonnaise, which holds for months. I would use this within just a handful of days. 3, 4. Alright, this is so cool. Let me make sure this is posed right so you can kind of see it. So what you want to do is make sure you kind of cup the yolk with the immersion blender. Just give it a go. Once you start to see it kind of do its thing, you start to lift it up and down a little. It's almost done. So we just got a little oil on top we're trying to get to fall down and in. And we are done. Beautiful. We have black garlic mayonnaise, a whole jar of it. You might be saying to yourself, hey, mayonnaise is older than immersion blenders. Yes, it is. You can do this by hand. It's a pain in the butt. So when you do it by hand, you need to basically slowly build your emulsion. So you kind of emulsify your egg and your mustard, get your other stuff in there, make sure everything's emulsified. Then you very slowly drip your oil in, at least at first, and then whisk constantly as your emulsion starts to form. You could get a little more aggressive with the oil, but nothing beats this here. I'm just trying to get it all because this stuff's so good. I don't want to waste any of it. So, all right, we got most of it. All right, cool. I will see you guys at the Blackstone. Hot Blackstone. For anyone who doesn't know, one of the keys to enjoying your burger is toasting your bun so it doesn't turn into a wet, soggy mess. And you have a nice juicy burger. I got some smaller ones for the baby. Let me go get one of those. Shouldn't take too long. getting there. Almost done. Yep. Nice. Got a spatula. Grip it. All right, got my salt, my pepper, got my burgers out here. Like I said, we're not making smash burgers. We are gonna smash these burgers just to get them the thickness we want. This is part of what I said earlier about how it's important not to overhandle the burgers. This is a super easy way to not overhandle them. So get it on the griddle, get it down. You know, we are going for more of a steakhouse style burger tonight. I love all burgers. I love smash burgers. I love juicy steakhouse style burgers. I like all the toppings. I like to mix and match. Eat them different as I go through life. So that's that. Easy peasy. Ow. Hot parchment paper. Like I said, we're just going to season them with salt and pepper. So we're letting all our other flavors do the work. And then when we're ready to cook the mushrooms, we're going to cook them in the burger fat that builds up on the griddle. So, you know, we'll give these, I like my burgers about medium, since I don't grind my own meat at home. So maybe just a tiny bit of pink in the center. Not like a steak. I like my steak pretty rare to mid-rare. So maybe 2-3 minutes on this side, 2-3 minutes on the other side. We'll cheese them right before we pull them off. And then we'll come back and cook our mushrooms, but we're pretty close to eating. I just want to show you here. They're ready to flip when you get that beautiful, beautiful crust. Look at that. I mean, come on. These are going to be so tender and fatty and melt in your mouth. Delicious. The crust on the outside. What more can you ask for? Salt and pepper the other side. Not too much longer. Probably just 90 seconds to 2 minutes on this side. So we'll get our cheese on, get them off, get the mushrooms on. All right, our burgers just came off, so it is mushroom time. There is a mistake a lot of people make when cooking mushrooms, and that is that they do not cook them on nearly a hot enough surface. Mushrooms should be cooked ripping hot. Otherwise, they just release their water and steam. Obviously, they're still going to release their water when it's ripping hot. The idea is to evaporate the water before they steam in it and bathe in it. So we're going to kind of toss them in some of this residual burger fat we got here. But we got this thing as hot as it goes. And we're going to cook these down. As always, try to get good contact with your pan. In this case, our Blackstone. It shouldn't take too long. I'm guessing we'll be at, I don't know, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes per side. You want the same thing you got on the burgers. You want that caramelized Maillard effect. Have you all seen that Neil deGrasse Tyson video where he's like, people describe mushrooms as meaty? Cook them like meat. He's not wrong. Kind of weird that he says it. Meaty. Look at him. See the color? That's what we're looking for. That one's not so good. There we go. Alright, they're all good except I don't know what happened to that guy. But just another minute or two on this side, we'll take them off. We'll build our burgers and eat. It'll be great. Alright, let's go ahead and build at least the grown-up burgers together. I have this habit of my plate's on the left, my wife's plate's on the right, because sometimes we like things a little different. So I always put mine on the left even when I'm making them the same, so I don't have to remember on nights where I'm making hers a little different than mine. Whose is whose. So let's give a good smear. Look at that. Look at the color. It's so cool. Good smear of that on both sides of each bun. Don't need to go crazy. Very rich. A lot of umami from the vinegar we put in, as well as the black garlic itself. So do that. Put that back in there. Get our burger patties. Hot. Why is the hot thing hot? I always touch hot things. I wonder why. Well, Maillard. Take some mushroom. See what I'm talking about with the Maillard on the mushroom. Beautiful thing. No. Okay. Wash my hands real quick. And then shout out to Harley, my brother-in-law. He's the one that said, use more tweezers. Tweezers are the best thing in the kitchen. So we're gonna add our pickled shallot. I think just for fun. Maybe they'll sit together a little better. I'm gonna put them kind of perpendicular to the mushrooms. Now here is a thing. I like pickled things a lot more than my wife does, so I'm gonna take quite a bit more pickled shallot on mine. She doesn't dislike pickled things. I just freaking love pickled things, so we'll give her a little less. And then when you kids weren't looking, chopped up some green onion. Let's see if we can. I feel like if I put the green onion on the shell, it's just gonna fall off. So we're gonna put it on the top, assuming it sticks to the mayonnaise. Same story here. I love green. I have 3 kinds of green onions growing in my garden because I love them so much. So mine's gonna have more green onion because that's how I like mine compared to how she likes hers. All right, those are our burgers. Gonna plate up some cornbread along with some roasted Brussels sprouts with this truffle glaze, which I thought would really go nice. So we'll toss our cooked Brussels in that to really go with the mushroom theme we got tonight. Yeah, we will eat dinner. It's time. We're hungry. Thanks for sticking around this long if you have.